Your greatest enemy is not failure. It is not rejection. It is not even the judgment of others. Your greatest enemy is the silent voice inside you, the one that whispers you are not enough, the one that tells you to stop before you start, the one that convinces you that success belongs to others, not to you. But here is the hidden truth. This voice has been lying to humanity for centuries, and the Stoics discovered rules to silence it. Rules that transform hesitation into action, weakness into strength, and doubt into unshakable clarity. These are the 6 Stoic rules to eliminate self-doubt. Rule 1. Control what is truly yours. The Stoics began with a principle so powerful it dismantles doubt at its root. Focus only on what you can control. Epictetus taught, "Some things are up to us and some are not." Self-doubt thrives when you place your worth in what is outside your power, opinions, outcomes, recognition. You fear failure because you believe success is defined by others. You fear rejection because you cannot control acceptance. But here's the revelation. The only thing that belongs to you is your own judgment, your choices, your effort. The rest is external, and therefore irrelevant. When you anchor yourself in this truth, self-doubt has no ground. You no longer measure yourself by shifting winds. You measure yourself by what you can always control, your reasoned choice. Clarity replaces doubt the moment you stop fighting for control over what was never yours. Rule 2. Remember the universal law. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Self-doubt often comes because you treat the judgment of others as universal law. One insult, one criticism, one skeptical look, and your confidence collapses. But here's what nobody tells you. Those judgments are shadows, not substance. They are colored by ignorance, by bias, by the weaknesses of the person who speaks them. The Stoic answer is to align with the true universal law. Nature, reason, virtue. If your actions are just, if your choices are wise, if your motives are pure, then no opinion can stain you. When you see this clearly, you realize that doubt was never about you. It was about believing in illusions created by others, and illusions vanish under the light of reason. Rule 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Seneca declared, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" Here lies a hidden weapon against doubt, voluntary discomfort. Why? Because self-doubt is often fear in disguise. Fear of loss, fear of suffering, fear of humiliation. But when you practice discomfort deliberately, fasting, cold, silence, physical challenge, you prove to yourself that you can endure. You discover that the worst outcomes your mind imagines are survivable, even trivial. The revelation is this: doubt dies when fear is faced. Each act of chosen hardship tells the voice of doubt, "I am stronger than you." And slowly, clarity replaces hesitation. So far, you've uncovered 3 of the 6 Stoic rules. 1. Control what is truly yours. 2. Remember the universal law. 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Already, self-doubt begins to crack. The illusions of control vanish. The weight of others' opinions dissolves. The fear of hardship weakens. But the Stoics did not stop here. There are 3 more rules, and they strike even deeper at the core of doubt, replacing it with unshakable confidence. And once you learn them, hesitation will never again hold power over your life. Rule 5. Keep death in mind. It may sound grim, but the Stoics called it memento mori. Remember death. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Self-doubt survives by convincing you there is always more time. More time to prepare, more time to wait, more time to gather courage. And so, you hesitate, and your life slips quietly away. But when you remember mortality, hesitation dies. There is no room for endless doubt when you know the clock is ticking. Every moment wasted in self-doubt is a moment stolen from the life you could have lived fully. Here's the revelation. Nothing kills hesitation faster than remembering you do not own tomorrow. Rule 6. Anchor yourself in virtue. The Stoics defined virtue as the only true good. Wisdom, justice, courage, temperance. Everything else, wealth, reputation, even life itself, was secondary. And here lies the final blow to self-doubt. When your worth comes from virtue, it cannot be shaken. The world may insult you, fortune may betray you, even your body may weaken, but your virtue, your character, your choices, your inner integrity remains yours until your last breath. Doubt feeds on external standards. Virtue ends the game. You no longer ask, "Am I enough for them?" You ask, "Am I living by wisdom? Am I acting with courage? Am I aligned with justice?" If the answer is yes, self-doubt has no room left to breathe. The 6 rules summarized. The Stoic path to eliminating self-doubt is clear. 1. Control what is truly yours. 2. Remember the universal law. 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. 4. Turn obstacles into fuel. 5. Keep death in mind. 6. Anchor yourself in virtue. Follow these rules, and the voice of hesitation loses its power. What once whispered, "You are not enough," becomes silent. What once held you back becomes your fuel, and what once clouded your mind becomes clarity. If this truth resonates with you, imagine living by these 6 rules every day. Imagine the confidence, the strength, the freedom. Subscribe and walk with us as we uncover more ancient wisdom for modern battles. Like this video if you are ready to silence doubt forever, and share it with someone you know is trapped in hesitation, because Stoicism may be the key they have been waiting for. Self-doubt is not destiny, it is a trick of the mind. The Stoics uncovered the antidote long ago. Focus on control, embrace discomfort, turn obstacles into fuel, remember death and live by virtue. The next lesson may surprise you even more, because it will show not only how to silence doubt, but how to build a fortress of inner strength that nothing in this world can break.